What's up, YouTube? Coffee Friday today. Of course, I want to give you guys a deck profile for my newest deck from the post of the post right now. Post of my 15 cartridge deck. Post of Ghost of the Past, just for right now, and then I'll give you guys the deck I'm using right now. I've been testing it out. I'll post the Power of the Elements. So yeah, let's go ahead and give you guys. Copies of Elemental Hero Niels. Niels is a very good card, of course. He's like a main card of the deck. He's a main starter. So, 3 copies of New Space Shannon. Not New Space Shannon. New Space Contactor. New Space Contactor is a very good card. When this card's doing something, you can add one. You mean, especially summon one Neos, Elemental Neos, or Neo Spacian from your deck into defense mode. If you have one of the other ones, like for example, if you have Neos in your graveyard, you can easily bring it back, of course, because of this card. So that means you can easily get a contact fusion in the deck. I have 1 copy of Aqua Dolphin, because Aqua Dolphin is a very good card. And yes, this card is ultimate. It's very nice. But anyways, what Aqua Dolphin does is discard a card from your hand, and then if you have that high monster, then your opponent's card in your hand you choose. Then you deal them 500 damage, otherwise you take 500 damage. 1 Air Hummingbird. Air Hummingbird is an okay card for the deck. If you really want, once per turn, you gain 500 life points for each card in your opponent's hand. So it's good enough to gain life points if you need it. Yeah, I am looking for Air Hummingbird as ultimate, so you guys know, because I'm trying to ultimate get this deck all max rarityed. 1 copy of Dark Panther. Dark Panther basically what it does is once per turn, you can target one face on your opponent controls, and then it becomes the name and it has effects. So basically, since I don't have Elemental here, Destiny here, Destroy for a Phoenix for this deck, I don't want to use it anyways, because I want to basically based on US species. I'm looking for this as ultimate as well, but what it does as well, basically it becomes that monster as well. 1 copy of Grand Mole. Grand Mole here is a very good card. Basically, during the start of the battle step, you can bounce both opponent's monsters, bounce you in this monster, and you bounce monster back to the hand. Look for that as a limit as well. 1 Flare Scarab, and look for this ultimate. And it just gains 400 attack in defense. 400 attack for each spell trap card your opponent controls. That's all it does. And then 1 copy of Glomas. This one is max rarity because it only super. It's really good on the opponent on the battle phase early. That's it. And the reason why I'm running this card as well is that I just feel like it in the deck, because I just want to have all 6 Neo Spacians in the deck and everything like that. In the post Power of Elements, I'm using all 6 anyways. But anyways, if this card's targeted for attack, basically your opponent reveals the top card from the deck. If it's a monster and spell phase of spell, if this card attacks, it changes it direct, and then trap changes this card to defense mode. That's basically it. 2 copies of Elemental Hero Stratos. Stratos is a very good card. It really helps out this deck really well. Like at first, it really was a iffy card to run in the deck, especially this post now and the other post and Ghost of the Past post. Yeah, I was waiting for the reprint, so we can't tell too. So, but yeah, this one is real. When this card's almost found or special summon, you can destroy spell trap cards on the field for a number of hero monsters you control, except this card. So basically, if you have one on your field and then you special summon another one, this one, it will only count for one of them. It won't count for both. Basically, like save that. So basically, say this one's on the field already, and you know summon this one. This deck is special summon. That means this one won't count, but this one will. But then you can add 1 hero monster from your deck, so it doesn't matter what hero monster, you can add one. 1 Elemental Hero, Honest Neos. Honest Neos is basically honest for heroes. They can basically discard this card, so it's like kind of like a hand trap against 2500 attack. That's basically what it does. 1 copy of Local Soldier. I finally got my copy of Local Soldier. It's mainly in here to help you draw cards. I'm not using it to I'm not using this card for the shadow what's it called? Liquid Soldiers, not Liquid Soldier. The water monster. I can't remember his name right now. But yeah, I'm not gonna be trying to buy and I got this card because I'm not building heroes in real life. I'm building this heroes, and that's it. 1 Vision Hero Varan as well, just to help me. I probably And of course, if I need to discard a hero monster, really the only hero monster I'll probably discard will be Neos out of it. One Rainbow Dragon for Rainbow Neos, one Bell for Neos Kruger, and of course Neos Wiseman, not Neos Wiseman for Neos Kruger. But anyways, this card, at least you can bring out these two. I'm not going to read the effects because I'm not really bringing these two out at all. So what this card does is that this card can be destroyed by card effects. At the end of the damage step, this card battles up on spot damage. Opponent deals damage equal to the monster that it destroyed, basically. So yeah. So that's it for the monsters. Now let's get on with the spells. If you want to know what my hand drafts are, it's basically in my side deck, because really this build is mainly for my friends. If I play with friends and everything, but it's still a strong deck even with friends. Monster Reborn, because it's very good. It helps you special summon any monster on your opponent's side of the field or your field. Graveyard. So it's very good for that reason. One Roto, because we run Warriors and it adds a level 4 little warrior card monster from the deck. So very good card for that. One Polymerization, because I use Varian, like I said. 1 minute Miracle Fusion. I want to get that as a foil one of these times, but yeah, good card. It helps out the deck. Just if you want to speed out the deck, that's all it's really here for. But in my Power of the Element build, it's in there for more reasons. 3 copies of Neos Fusion. Neos Fusion is the best card that makes me want to play this deck and everything. I got Secrets. I have this actually, the Secrets for a while now. But anyways, what this card does is helps you bring out, of course, only if summon of 2. That means like if you decided to do, for example, like Neos and yugioh. Sorry about that. And Neos and yugioh, you can bring out, of course, Neos Kruger and everything like that. That's basically what's in here for. 3 copies of Miracle Contact. For this build, I'm using 3 still. Basically, what it does is shuffle into your deck the materials that you need to contact fuse. Basically, that's basically what it does, and everything like that. So yeah, helps you contact fuse. 3 copies of Convert Contact. I'm not using this card actually in my other deck, my post Power Elements, because this card is not needed in the build, but it does help out if you need to. For this build, it does. Because if you control no monsters, you can discard send 1 Neos face from your hand and 1 from the deck, and then draw 2 cards. So yeah, very helpful. 3 copies of Hero Lives helps out. Pay half your life points. If you control no face monsters, pay half your life points per summon level 4 lower hero monster from your deck. So yeah. 3 copies of Emergency Call helps you add a element to hero monster from your hand deck to hand. 3 copies of Favorite Hero. This card is in here only for this build because it does help out. Basically, if you have, let's say you bring out element to your Brave Neos. Brave Neos has 2500 attack and 2000 defense. This card again makes it again the 2000 defense as well. So 1 copy Neos Fusion. Neos face for the Favorite Hero, and then the only trap card in the deck is next. But of course, my Power Elements, I'm not using this card. But what next does is it can be an hand trap if you don't have that in play. And then you can special summon number of monsters with different names from your hand or graveyard in defense position. All Neos base names, element to your Neos, effects negated. So yeah. So, and then it locks you to fusion summoning. Now for Thatcher deck. Of course, Sunrise is in here to help out this deck really. Like, this deck actually can perform this really well, because really you fusion summon with 2 different attributes. Yep. And then against 200 attack, each attribute for you control. With this card special summon, you can add Miracle Fusion from your deck to him. And when this card attack, when an attack is declared with a hero monster, take 1 card on the field, destroy it. So it's a very good card. 1 element hero, Air Neos. So yes, I do actually legitimately own this card. This card is a very amazing card. It helps out the deck really well. So yeah. Basically what it does is it gains attack for each card. Of course, for each it gains attack the difference between you and your opponent's life points. And then of course we will bring out Neos and Air Hummingbird. I got 1 copy of Aqua Neos. Aqua Neos here is another decent card. Basically, what it does is it helps out with what like Aqua Dolphin does. It just you discard a card from your hand, discard a random card for your opponent's hand, but instead of dealing 500, you deal 0 damage. One copy of Dark Neos just negates. Like Neos here, Neos and Aqua Dolphin. This is Neos and Dark Panther. Neos and Grand Mole. Grand Neos is basically targets one monster on the field and bounces it to the hand. I think it only targets a monster. Yeah, targets one monster on the field. Flared Neos is here with Flare Scarab and Neos. What this card does is it gains 400 attack for each spell trap on the field, right? Yeah. One copy of Glow Neos. Glow Neos actually has a good effect. Actually, I like using it. What this card does, needs of course Neos and Glow Neos. What this card does, if it destroys a monster, it cannot attack. If this card, all these Neo spacings by the way, have the same effect, you bounce them back into the deck, and then phase less of your Neo space when you use fusion, of course. Destroy spell trap, you can make this card attack directly, and then if it destroys a trap, you change its battle position to defense mode. This is the only Neo spacing, well, not the only Neo's card, natural card that does not change, does not go back to that deck, but Brave Neos is a very good card. What it does, it's to bring now is basically this is the Miracle Contact Neos Fusion play only, and polymerization if you want to do it about that too. Basically what it does is you set it has to be Neos and then a level 4 lower effect monster. But anyways, it gains 100 attack for each Neo Spacian and hero monster in the graveyard. So yeah, it has for each and then of course it destroys opponent's monster by battle. If it destroys a monster by battle, you can add a spell trap card that lists Neos onto your Neos in its text. One Rainbow Neos, very good card. It helps you bounce, like you tribute one monster onto your field to bounce all monsters your opponent controls back to the deck. You can send one card from the top of your deck to the grave to shuffle all your opponent's graveyard, and then on top of that, you send one spell trap card to return all spell trap cards your opponent controls. Neos Kruger has the same effect really as kind of same effect as Neos Wise Man, basically. So, Navigating Neos is another contact for use between Neos, Grand Mole, and Dark Panther. Like, that's one of the best ones to bring out because it helps you draw cards, and of course, it draws cards for each card, and then you can negate, of course. And when you return this card to the extra deck, finish all cards on the field face down. Storm Neos destroys spells and traps, and it's Air Hummingbird and Aqua Dolphin. If you don't have Air Neos, use this card. It's cheaper. And then when this card leaves the field, you can return all cards to the hand. Magma Neos, I'm using this card as well for the deck. It gains 4 attack for each card, each spell trap card on the field. Actually, every card it gains 4 attack for each card on the field. And then when this card returns to the hand, that one's deck, right? Yeah, this one's deck. This is hand. And then Cosmo Neos, it needs everything on the field, like it really does. So yeah. Then once per turn, during the end phase, you shuffle this into the extra deck and then destroy all cards your opponent controls. So that is the extra deck for the side deck for people that cares for like competitive plays. Two copies of Nibiru. Nibiru is in here to help you. Basically, if your opponent brings out like summons 5 or more, you destroy a monster and destroy it. Then special summon token on your field and special summon that. 3 Ash to negate stuff. Of course, like search or draw. 3 effect trailer, which is more negating. 1 Call by the Grave for of course the hand traps. 2 Dark One or more, just to negate more stuff. 2 evenly match if you think you basically don't have the resources during that turn, at least you can do that. And then 2 infinite tournaments. So that's it for the Ghost of the Past version. I will be using more of the Power of the Elements during this time now. Still testing it out a little bit, but for me, since I've been using it on this app I got now on my phone, I've been liking it. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy, and make sure you guys smash the like button. Of course, subscribe if you guys are new. And I'll see you guys in the next videos or streams. I have not streamed in like at least the last 2 days. Basically, recording. I recorded this on Wednesday, but yeah, sorry. I decided not to stream. See you guys later.